Hello. Today I would like to talk about the fact that I say no to obligation. And let me explain what I mean by that. So let's throw it really far back, do really quick definitions. So Merriam Webster defines the word obligate as a verb and an adjective. The verb is to bind legally or morally, to constrain, or to commit. As an adjective, it is to restrict to one particularly characteristic mode of life or to biologically be essential for survival. So I think we can kind of agree here that the overarching theme of the word obligate or obligation is kind of negative. It's something that you do out of pure responsibility that you have to do this thing. And there are times where this is normal, typical, and expected to live for something or someone other than you, other than yourself. Um, and there are times, obviously, where this is going to be necessary, as I said before, like if you're a parent or if you're taking care of a spouse or parent in old age, or if you're working a job that you don't like, sometimes this is really necessary to do. But what I'm kind of getting at is that sometimes selfishness is okay and even necessary to take care of ourselves. So it's really up to you to determine your own boundaries around things and what brings you joy and peace in your life. So I can give you some personal examples because I know that if someone resonates with this, I don't have to explain, but if this is a little bit of a triggering point to you, um, maybe it's worth a listen. So, from my own life, I personally have stopped attending events that don't feel good. And so sometimes that can mean not going to not going on a trip, not going to an event, even if it's a family event, because I've learned to tune in and to know what truly nourishes me and to let go of any people pleasing instances. Because if it's not nourishing to me and I'm coming back drained and upset from an experience, what is actually the point of going through that? And only you know your boundaries around that. So that's for me in my personal life, something that I've done. I've took days off from work when I'm sick. And I know sometimes that is a luxury. And for certain people, you can't do that. And I understand. But this one quote always really stuck out to me is that, are you really going to bend over backwards and work yourself into an early grave for a job that will replace you almost immediately? So I'll let that just land with whoever needs it. Um, and I also stopped participating in relationships that were draining and one sided. And that's sometimes even personal, familial relationships, family members, or letting go of certain friendships that were not equal or one sided or that felt extremely draining, just because we have to ultimately take care of ourselves. And as a result of all of this, which by the way took years and years and will always be an ongoing experience, um, I feel like sometimes God or the universe will like test you once you feel like you've gotten the hang of it, like it's super easy, um, to test your boundaries and are you really sure that this is how you're going to be living? Um, so that's from my own life. So I want to say that if this message resonates with you, take it as a sign. This is your sign to evaluate your life and evaluate what feels good. And it is okay to stick up for yourself and to have boundaries and to allow yourself to make decisions that feel good for you. Um, that is the end of today's transmission. And have a beautiful week.